Good evening and welcome back to another episode of The Snack, 'cause we eat. I'm Blaze Roki.
And I'm James Wark, and today we will be discussing what has happened in the media in the past 2 weeks.
Yes, February has been packed with so many memorable moments, don't you think, James?
Definitely. On the 2nd was Groundhog Day, which definitely made its mark this year, and just this past weekend was Super Bowl Sunday.
Ah, yes, that is definitely an important holiday, and we also have the Oscar season coming up with all of the nominees being recently announced.
Very interesting. You know, I don't know too much about that. How about we dive in?
Of course.
The one that I saw this year was The Boy and the Heron and then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I would definitely say that I preferred Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse just because I didn't see The Boy and the Heron in the English version. I feel like that would have made me appreciate the film more and actually be able to tap into it differently. Definitely watching in the Japanese version is also important just for like the aesthetic and like matching and just like being able to be in that feel.
I want to talk about Poor Things. Like, I'm so glad that Emma Stone is like being recognized for her role. I feel like that was also a big movie for women, but even though it is like still, it's like a story about a woman still from the perspective of a man. Like, it was like empowering, but also like you can still tell a man wrote it because of all of like the sex. It's like it was like sex positive. Like, also it's just like there was so much sex, and it's like women are like more than just, and like it wasn't saying like, oh, like women, all women do is like have sex and like be a whore, but it's like it was also like we don't need all of this sex. But
the only thing I've seen Barbie, literally, like everybody talking about the Oscar nominations for it, how like Greta and Margot Robbie were snubbed. But if you think about the movie, the two people who were nominated, things that were nominated, Ryan Gosling, Best Supporting Actor, America Ferrera, Best Supporting Actress, the writing, the production,
Music.
and the music. What are the things that everybody coming out of the Barbie movie talks about?
Oh, those things. Yeah.
Ken's song was great. Ken was great. America Ferrera's speech. How visually appealing the movie was. And just that sense of feeling women empowerment, which came from the writing. The 5 things that everybody talks about from that movie are the 5 things that are nominated. So if Greta and Margot were snubbed, then why aren't they in the top 5 things people talk about in that movie?
no, that's true.
That's tea.
That's true.
Oh, from the years past.
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler hosting the Oscars was hands down the greatest Oscars host ever. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler hosting was hysterical because it was 2 people who were like, we take this very seriously, so we are people who can make fun of it. And the 2 of them together can make such beautiful magic, and everybody knows how much they love movies, how much they love TV, how much they love theater, how much they love film, like all of it. They love it so much that they could make fun of it in such a way that was so respectful and so hilarious.
Tonight, we honor the television shows that have entertained us all year, as well as the films that have only been in theaters for 2 days.
That's what makes tonight so special. Only at the Golden Globes do the beautiful people of film rub shoulders with the rat-faced people of television.
I feel like this is like one of the biggest Oscar moments ever, but when La La Land was accidentally called for Best Picture, but it was actually Moonlight.
We lost, by the way, but you know.
Guys, I'm sorry. No, there's a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture.
Moonlight won. Come on, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm afraid they read the wrong thing.
This is not a joke.
How does that even happen? Because they like fully like Justin Horowitz, whatever his name is, he like fully went on stage and was like, thank you, and then when the security was like, actually, like, you guys lost, it's Moonlight. That's crazy.
That was sick, actually.
So Jennifer Lawrence is tripped walking up on stage. Why do they someone put that girl in pantsuit? Like, stop putting her in gown, she keeps falling.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have 2. One is Ellen's like selfie when she had like everybody in there. I thought that was such a funny moment. Like, she had no idea what she was doing. She was just like, oh my girl, like, okay. But yeah, it was a pretty funny moment. My other moment was back in 1973.
Sasheen Little Feather.
Yeah,
Oh,
she declined the award for Brando.
Marlon Brando won an award, and it is a protest for, because I think it was representation of indigenous people in film.
Yeah.
I love the Oscars. It's one of my favorite seasons. You tune into them, James?
Not this year, but I did watch a couple of those movies. I saw Barbie.
That's a popular one, yeah.
It was a really good one, yeah. Greta did a good job. A lot of pink.
A lot of pink, yes. And if you want to watch the Oscars, you can tune in on March 10th, and I believe at 7 p.m. Moving on, we have pop culture. February is the start of the month, and it means Groundhog's Day, which was trending a few weeks before the actual event.
Some people went as far as making fan edits of Pennsylvania's Puxatawny Phil. Why don't we take a look?
An early spring is on the way!
That was truly something, but at least Phil predicted an early spring.
I mean, we are in Florida. It's already 80 degrees, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it's getting pretty hot, but not as hot as Sunday's game.
Ooh, right. We had the Super Bowl 58, a devastating loss for the 49ers this year.
And a crazy comeback from the Chiefs in overtime.
McCaffrey's touched it on 3 of the first 4 plays. All for good yardage. They go back to him again.
Christian McCaffrey fumbling the ball, giving it right back to the Chiefs at about 12 minutes in.
Former 49er, here's a 3rd and 12. Mahomes dancing around, finds McKinnon. And he's going to be hammered by Greenlaw again, and Fred Warner keeping him out.
49ers.
And there are a few beauties. 3rd and 14, starting the second. Purdy steps away from the heat, heaves it, and it's knocked away.
Big stop by the Chiefs. 49ers had
if he makes it, 55 yards, 54 was the record. Steve Christie and Moody, the rookie, nails it.
It was a big field goal game, too.
The rise as Mahomes rolls out and going deep, and it's caught at the 10-yard. Back to him again, sets him up at the 9. 1st and goal. Pacheco cuts it outside, tries to do it a second time, and he lost the football. And the
Another fumble by Isaiah Pacheco
for the former left tackle at BYU. Here's a 3rd and 8. And they get Juwan Jennings, trick play. Oh, this ball's in the air for a long time. McCaffrey's able to pull it down, and he's going in.
Up in the middle and work on Fred.
Stepping up. And gets with Townsend on the hold.
Ice Spice.
And Kansas City is on the board. There's a high snap. He drives it through. Oh, you cut up in the red zone. Trying to take the lead.
Mahomes
had
the longest
goes for it right away. Wide open. 1 second on the play clock. 2nd and 9. Purdy's pass. Caught. Jennings did it. What an effort breaking. 25 catches is Moody. Extra point. Oh my goodness. No. It is blocked. 24 yards. And it is not a Moody's kick. Oh, it's good all the way. Wow. 3rd and 7. Kelsey, who else? Taken off inside the 20, down to the 10-yard.
But even with all that, what is this Super Bowl without the halftime show?
Yes, very true. This year's performance featured Usher, Alicia Keys, Lil Jon, Ludacris, will.i.am, Jermaine Dupri, and her.
Let's not forget about some of the best halftime shows during the past Super Bowls.
You're so right. We're going to get a look at some of the best halftime shows over the past 30 years. Coming right up.
What was your favorite, Blaze?
Favorite halftime show? in the
Yeah.
I want to say it's between Beyonce or Lady Gaga. Beyonce kind of, but
Good
Beyonce
choices.
with Bruno Mars and Coldplay. It was just a
Bruno.
weird mix, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And Lady Gaga, just because she dangled, and I just can't get over that. She was flying in the air. Haven't seen
Over
it
the
since.
years,
Unless you count Pink. She does a lot of flips. She could perform.
Over the years, the coveted Super Bowl halftime show stage has seen some of the greatest musical performances, from legendary icons to groundbreaking moments. In 1993, the late king of pop, Michael Jackson, revolutionized the halftime show, setting the stage for future spectacular performances. His electrifying set, featuring hits like Billie Jean and Black or White, marked a turning point in halftime entertainment. The halftime show scheduled for 2002 was initially intended to be performed by Michael Jackson's sister, Janet Jackson. However, following the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, a more somber act was chosen. U2's respectful performance resonated deeply, becoming a powerful tribute during a challenging time. It is in 2004 that Janet Jackson took the stage with a controversial halftime show finale, during which Justin Timberlake pulled off her detachable top. The infamous wardrobe malfunction had a lasting impact on a bunch of things. For Janet, it was like the start of the end of her career because all the controversy overshadowed her album promotions. The NFL had to take a break from featuring modern artists for a while, and it sparked a debate about what's okay to show on TV, especially considering how conservative things were then. In 2007, Prince delivered what many consider the best quality solo performance, seamlessly blending cover songs and his iconic hits while performing in the pouring rain. The Queen of Pop, Madonna, faced criticism in 2012 for devoting so much of her act to lesser new material, but closed the show majestically with Like a Prayer, leaving an indelible mark on halftime history. Beyoncé's 2013 performance transformed her from a popular singer to a hyper-powerful force. While Coldplay headlined the 2016 Super Bowl halftime show, the band's performance was overshadowed by Beyoncé and Bruno Mars, who had an energetic dance-off to each other's songs before leaving the stage, letting the British band close out the show with a touching montage of past performers played. Lady Gaga's 2017 performance was a spectacle of pyrotechnics, choreography, and incredible vocals. Rihanna surprised the audience in 2023 with a performance that included an eventful reveal of her growing baby bump, captivating viewers with hits like We Found Love and leaving us all in awe. The Super Bowl halftime show continues to be a showcase of musical brilliance and unforgettable moments. As we eagerly await the next chapter in halftime history, we can always count on the Super Bowl to bring us together through the power of football and music.
Super Bowl 51!
I do remember those. You gotta love the halftime show every year.
It keeps you entertained along with all the commercials.
Oh, don't get me started on the commercials this year.
Thankfully, we don't have time for that this week. That is all we have for today. I'm James Work.
And I'm Blaze Roki, and we are The Snack.